We're going to continue on in our topic of equations of lines. This is part 2. In this part, we'll continue to learn to write the equation of a line. In this case, we'll be given 2 points on a line, so 2 ordered pairs. And we're also going to discuss horizontal and vertical lines. And then we'll discuss parallel and perpendicular lines and be able to write the equation of a line that's parallel and or perpendicular to a given line. Okay, so writing equations of lines, we're typically going to use the form y equals mx plus v. Remember that vertical lines don't fall into that. They are x equals some number. Okay, but in this lesson, we're going to talk about writing an equation of a line in y equals mx plus v form, given 2 ordered pairs that are on the line. So previously, we were given slope in the y-intercept, or we were able to get it from a graph. And now we'll be given 2 ordered pairs that are on the line and use that. And then we'll discuss writing the equation of a horizontal and vertical line. So in example 1, write the equation of the line that passes through 1, 2, and -5, -10. So remember, if we can, we want to get it in the form of y equals mx plus b. In order to do that, we need m and we need b, and so we'll first need to find the slope. Okay, so the first step is to find m. In order to do that, we use our formula for slope. Okay, so y2 minus y1 is -10 minus 2, and x2 minus x1 is -5 minus 1. If we simplify, this is -12 over -6, which is 2. Okay, so now what we have is what we're forming our equation. We have y equals 2x plus b. So all I did was put 2 in the position for m because we found that the slope is 2, and now we need to find b. So in order to find b, you could use either ordered pair that was given. So you could use 1, 2 or -5, -10. Remember that these are x and y values, and they're on the line that we're writing the equation of. So you can plug either one of those in into our green or our formed equation and solve for b. So I usually pick the one with the smaller numbers and the less negative, so I'm going to use 1, 2. 1 is an x value, 2 is a y value. Okay, so we plug that into our equation. Okay, oops, let me start. So y is 2. And this is equal to, and we also have 2, x is 1. And then we're solving for b. Okay? So it's just like if we were being asked to solve for x in a linear equation or some other variable. Okay, so in this case, we have 2 is equal to 2 times 1 is 2 plus b. You might see it already. 2 plus some number equals 2, or you could subtract 2 from both sides to get b equals 0. So now we put it all together. We found m, we found b, and so our equation is y is equal to 2x plus 0, which is just 2x. Okay, so the final answer here is y equals 2x. Okay. Let's go through another example. Write the equation of a line that passes through -4, 4 and is horizontal and vertical. Okay, so I'm going to plot the point -4, 4. And I'm going to do horizontal in green. Okay, so if I draw a horizontal line, this horizontal line has a slope of 0, and it crosses the y-axis at 4. Okay, so my equation here would be y equals 4. Okay, for a line that's vertical, I'm going to do that in purple. Vertical lines are x equals whatever the coordinate, the x coordinate is of the point. We know that our slope is undefined, and in this case, x is always equal to -4. Okay. And you can see that as well. So from the ordered pair, x is -4, so our equation of a line that's vertical that goes through that point is x equals -4. And our y coordinate of the point we were given is 4, and a line horizontal that goes through that point is y equals 4. Next, we're going to talk about parallel and perpendicular lines. So 2 lines are parallel if they have the same slope. Okay, and a visual of that, these 2 lines, for them to be parallel, they have to have the same rate of change or the same slope. So they have to have the same steepness in order for them to never cross. So that's why parallel lines have the same slope. Lines that are perpendicular to one another means that they cross and they form a right angle. Okay, so lines are perpendicular if they have negative reciprocal slopes. So what I mean by that is, let's say one line has a slope of 1/2. The reciprocal is you interchange the numerator and denominator, and because it's negative, we make it negative. So this would be -2 or -2/1. Okay, so for the given equation, determine the slope of a line parallel to the given line and perpendicular to the given line. So parallel and perpendicular lines are all about slope. So in order for us to use the equation given and determine the slope of a line parallel to the line and perpendicular, we should probably get this in slope-intercept form, which means that we'll solve for y. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is subtract 6x from both sides. So we have 3y is equal to -6x plus 17. Okay, and we isolate y by dividing everything by 3 to get y is equal to -6 divided by 3 is -2 plus 17/3. So to answer the first part, if we need the slope of a line parallel to this line, it means it has to have the same slope, which is -2. For a line that's perpendicular, we change the sign. So we're working with -2. We change the sign, and then we interchange the numerator and denominator. So the final answer here would be 1/2. Write a slope-intercept equation for a line passing through the point 24 that is parallel to y equals 2/5 x plus 7. So this is still getting into writing equations of lines. We're able to get the slope by knowing if the line that we're interested in is parallel to this line, and then we have a point that we can use to get the y-intercept. Okay, so for a line that is parallel to this line, we know it's going to have the same slope of 2/5. So this tells us that at least we can start with y equals 2/5 x plus b, because we don't know the y-intercept for our line. It's not the same line as this one necessarily, okay? And so now we use our ordered pair, 20, 4. 20 is our x, 4 is our y. We substitute that into our formed equation to find b. So we substitute 4 in for y, then we have 2/5 times x, which is 20, plus b. Okay, so here we have 4 equals, there's multiple ways to evaluate this multiplication. You can put it over 1 and say, okay, 5 goes into 20 4 times, or you can do different things there, okay? 2 times 4 is 8 plus b, okay, and you might see it. You can subtract 8 from both sides and get that b is equal to -4. So our final answer for our equation is y is equal to 2/5 x minus 4. Okay, so what this equation is the equation of the line in slope-intercept form that is parallel to the given line that passes through the point 20, 4. Okay, and next we're going to use the same, but now we're interested in a line that's perpendicular to the given line, y equals 2/5 x plus 7. Okay, so in this case, we're able to get the slope knowing that y equals 2/5 x plus 7 is perpendicular to the line of interest. So m that we're working with would be negative. So if this is positive, then when we multiply by -1 or negative, it's going to be negative, and then we interchange the numerator and denominator to get the reciprocal. Okay, so now we have y is equal to -5/2 x plus b, and again we use the ordered pair that we're given in order to find b. So we substitute 20 in for x and 4 in for y. So we have 4 is equal to -5/2 x, which is 20, plus b. Okay, so another way that you could work with this fraction would be -5 times 20 is -100, still divided by 2 plus b. Okay, so we would get 4 is equal to -50 plus b, and then we could solve for b. So b would be equal to 54. So then our final answer is y is equal to -5/2 x plus 54. Okay, so what this boxed equation is a line in slope-intercept form that passes through 20, 4 and is perpendicular to the given line. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me.